It's been about a week now with this whole Sony being petrified, being scared to death of Xbox owning the Call of Duty franchise. We've been talking about it all week. I've done videos, been on multiple podcasts. Other YouTubers are doing the same thing. This is a pretty hot topic, and it's not dead yet. The topic is still kind of hot. It's not as hot as it was earlier this week, but there's still some things I want to talk about. You know, Sony, they're being hypocrites right now. They're being hypocritical because some of the things they've done in the past, some of the things they're still doing now. And for them to sit here and cry and complain and be absolutely terrified of Xbox owning the Call of Duty franchise is hypocritical. Let me explain. You know, these documents had a whole bunch of different shit that Sony said. They went to other publishers asking them what they thought about Xbox acquiring Activision Blizzard. Most of them, all of them said, yo, I don't have a problem with it, except for Sony, of course. But Xbox responded to some of the things Sony said regarding Xbox owning the Call of Duty franchise. Sony and Nintendo have strong and differentiating offerings, including their own exclusive titles. For example, IDC has identified that key Sony exclusive titles in 2018 include God of War and Marvel Spider-Man, in addition to other prominent titles such as Last of Us and Uncharted. These titles partly reflect Sony's vertical integration. For example, Sony's film studio owns the rights to Spider-Man, but also its broader strategy of obtaining rights that make third-party games exclusive to its console. There's the hypocritical portion right there. We have seen Sony sign all of these third-party multi-platform games and made them exclusive. They signed these deals. They tried their best to get Starfield to be a timed exclusive for the PS5. They made Deathloop a timed exclusive. They made Ghostwire Tokyo a timed exclusive. Sony has their own exclusives in general. Marvel Spider-Man was a title that was always multi-platform in the past. Sony used their leverage. They leveraged Marvel, said, yo, we want to make an exclusive Spider-Man game. They did. And for them to sit here and cry and complain about Xbox potentially owning the Call of Duty franchise is hypocritical. Final Fantasy is a game I don't give a shit about, but there are plenty of Xbox fans that want to play Final Fantasy on their preferred platform. No, Sony has signed a timed exclusivity deal with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, we thought it was a timed exclusivity deal. The shit is still not on Xbox and it's 2 to 3 years later. Final Fantasy 16, exclusive to PlayStation 5. Check this out, y'all. Sony doesn't own Square Enix yet. Maybe they will in the future, but they don't own them when they signed those deals. So for Sony to sit there and cry and complain about Xbox potentially owning the Call of Duty franchise is absolutely ridiculous and hypocritical. Final Fantasy VII Remake released on PC and PS4 day one. That means they intentionally did not want that shit to go to Xbox. They kept it off of Xbox. It's just crazy to me that this is big bad Sony, guys. The PS4 sold 120 million consoles. Xbox is dog shit. Remember, Xbox has no games. Remember that? Xbox is dying. Xbox is dead. The PS5 is going to outsell the Xbox Series 10 to 1. Do you guys remember that shit? Because I remember ponies saying that. But here we are. PlayStation is just absolutely petrified of Xbox owning Activision Blizzard because Call of Duty is their biggest selling game every year. Yes, I know PlayStation has bangers, right? The ponies say, yo, look at all these bangers. We got Horizon, we got GT7, we got The Last of Us, Uncharted, Spider-Man, God of War, and yet and still, Call of Duty is their best-selling game every damn year. So that's what it's all about. They know people will gravitate to the Xbox ecosystem when Xbox puts that shit in Game Pass. They know the potential of a $250 Xbox Series S packed in with Xbox Game Pass, meaning you can play all Call of Duties, past Call of Duties, and future Call of Duties in this service. Yes, it has them terrified. They don't know what to do. They can't compete with that. They said they can't compete with it. They said there's no rival to Call of Duty. No other developer can do Call of Duty. So Xbox, their biggest competitor, is about to own it. Even though Xbox told them, yo, these games will remain multi-platform, they don't want to hear that shit. They want this acquisition blocked. They want it blocked because they don't want to hear it's still going to be multi-platform. No. When Xbox acquired ZeniMax, you didn't hear Sony crying or being scared. While Bethesda has some great franchises, Doom, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, none of those games are Call of Duty. So you didn't hear PlayStation crying? When Xbox bought Minecraft, Sony made a simple call to Xbox and said, yo, will these games remain on the PlayStation platform? Xbox said yes, and that was the end of it. So why is it Sony wanted to know, will Call of Duty still remain multi-platform? Xbox says yes, but PlayStation don't want to hear that shit. They want this acquisition canned. Kill this acquisition. No. It goes back to Xbox Game Pass, y'all. It goes back to Xbox Game Pass. $70 games on PlayStation, Call of Duty games in this service. They know they can't compete with that. They know they can't compete with Game Pass. They said it. They can't compete with Game Pass. It would take several years to make a Game Pass competitor. I didn't say that. Durt Griggity black ass didn't say that. Sony said that. So it goes back to my the topic of this video, hypocrisy. They have done plenty of things in the past to keep multi-platform games off of Xbox. And now they're crying because Xbox bought the biggest multi-platform game. Listen, I don't give a shit. That's hypocritical, man. It could be a small multi-platform game, but Sony kept it off of Xbox. Now Xbox has bought the biggest multi-platform game, and that's going to kill them. It's going to hurt them financially because they see the potential in people moving to the Xbox platform. Look, man, like I said, this still is a pretty hot topic. We're all talking about it. It's kind of unbelievable Sony would just, they're admitting their concerns. They're admitting that they're scared. They're admitting all of this shit, that they're shook. Sony is shook. Look, guys, I'm about to get out of here, man. But I just had to do a video about this hypocrisy that PlayStation is displaying right now. And not a lot of people is talking about the hypocrisy. A couple people are, but I just wanted to do a video about it. Look, I'm about to get out of here. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.